Everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make most people make like a pineapple upside down cake or a peach upside down cake. I have dozens of these mangoes that are falling off the tree out back. So today I'm going to change my recipe up and make a mango upside down cake. It's real easy to do. First, I'm going to prepare my cake pan. Away. And we're going to add to the cake pan 1/2 cup of melted butter, and 1/4 cup or more of brown sugar. There we go. Just get that in there. You can use light brown sugar, you can use dark brown sugar. The dark brown sugar is just going to be more molasses and it's going to give a richer taste. I'm going to just spread this brown sugar around in here and all that nice butter. This is a great start, butter and brown sugar. Put some bacon in there and I'd be set. Okay. And to that, I'm going to add, I figured mangoes are kind of close to peaches, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon of peach bourbon in the bottom of that. Give it a little flavor. That's totally optional. Ooh, smells good. But I like that. So now let's get one of these mangoes. Not sure how ripe they are. This one's a little soft. This one's about right. And I've showed you before how to do cutting the mangoes when I was canning them. In fact, this is the mango simple syrup that I used to can my mangoes. And I need my mango glass Fred. Y'all know Fred. That's how I peel my mangoes. Just slide it right down in there. Don't waste that juice. I'm gonna put the juice right over there. There we go. Perfectly peeled mango. I'm gonna put the extra right in there, in that bowl. The mangoes are very juicy, so you're gonna have to wipe your hands off a lot when you're cutting them. All right, now let's just do these in probably about 1/4 to 1/2 inch strips. I don't know if I've told you or you saw before, I have 2 humongous mango trees in the backyard. So I'm canning mangoes, freezing mangoes all the time. And they are delicious. Too small. So now let's see how fancy I can get. Make a little swirly design here. Have to overlap them a little bit in the center, which is no big deal. Just put them in there. You could cube these. You can do it any way you like. As you can see, this is a rather large mango. There we go. I'm gonna set that aside. Get rid of this sticky cutting board and knife. And that's all ready to go. Got mango juice on there too. Okay. So now I've already got a cup, 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I've got about a tablespoon and a half of baking powder. My hands are still sticky. And I'm going to put about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in there. Remember, salt and sweetie goes together. Plus, this is basically you're making a self-rising flour when you're putting in the baking powder or baking soda and salt. So I'm going to put that there. I'm just going to bring that together a little bit. So when I pour it into the wet mixture, it is all incorporated. Okay, now I've got a half cup of sugar. And I need about 6 tablespoons, and that looks about 6 tablespoons of softened butter. Looks like I need to get more butter out. And I'm just going to bring that together a little bit. Cream the sugar and the butter together. Yes, it is easier to do in the KitchenAid, but I've had people complain they can't hear me when I've got my KitchenAid running. So I'm going to be nice and I'm going to do it in here. Cream that all together. Make sure sugar's all incorporated. Okay, and to that I'm going to add an egg. Get that incorporated in as well. And I'm going to get about 2 tablespoons of the simple syrup. If you don't have simple syrup, or if you bought canned mangoes, you can use the syrup right out there, or you can just use water. So I'm just putting a couple in there, maybe 3 of a regular tablespoon. And I need vanilla. We're going to put about a teaspoon of vanilla in. Bring that all together. You can see them little specks of vanilla in there. That's pretty. All right, now we're going to put in the flour. I'm going to put about half of it in, get it mixed. What I don't throw out on the counter. Other end. And you don't want to overmix this, you just want to bring it together. If you overmix it, you're going to start working that gluten in the flour and it's going to give you a tougher tougher cake. Been a long day. And got that. Now I am going to add just about, maybe about a 1/4 cup of buttermilk. I just want to get this thinned out enough. I love the tanginess of the buttermilk. I use buttermilk in all kinds of baked goods. Not just my biscuits and cornbread. Now this is a thicker cake than just a regular cake mix because it's got to hold up to the mangoes. It's not going to get stacked and iced. So it is just a little bit thicker. And we'll get me a spatula. We're going to bake this in a 350-degree oven. Probably, oops, hold on. Let me get this. For about 20 to 25 minutes. Just want to get all that all incorporated. Now we're going to pour this evenly around the mangoes. Don't let it plop in because it'll move those mangoes around. Just evenly spread that out gently. If you see the pink mangoes peeking out a little bit, that's okay. This is going to be the bottom of the cake. I'm going to turn it out. Okay. Sorry, my fingers are clean, but they're the best tools in my kitchen. All right, like I said, we're going to put this in a 350 degree oven. We're going to bake it about 20-25 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it, check it about 15-20 minutes just to make sure it's not overdone, because that oven's always cooked differently. So we're going to slide that in there. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, y'all, welcome back. The cake just finished. I need to, actually, let me tell you, it didn't look like it was done at 25 minutes. My oven has been cooking low lately. I'm not sure why. Let's check it, make sure it's done. Ooh, hot. Nice and clean. Okay. So it took about 30 minutes on mine. It did crack on top, which is no big deal because that's not the top, that's the bottom. So we're going to let this cool for about 5 minutes, and before we flip it over and put it on the pan. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. It'll be about 1 second for you. See, I told you it don't want to be a second for y'all. Okay, so this has been sitting for about 5 minutes. It's pulled away from the pan, not sticking anywhere. I have paper towels on the ready because when we flip this, some of that sauce may be leaking all over the place. I don't have a lip on my cake platter, so I don't want to lose any of that. Get it all over the place. So I'm going to stick my platter on top. If you're using a plate, just stick your plate on top. Center it pretty well. And then let's just see how fancy I can get without breaking it. There we go. Hot. Get a spoon. See if I can get this up. There we go. A little bit on this side, a little bit on that side. There we go. You just never know how it's going to come out of the pan. There you go. That is beautiful. These mangoes are soft, all swirled in there. Give you a close-up look there. There you go. So it's mango upside down cake. Pineapple, peach, you can do whatever you like. I have mangoes, so this is what I used. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Down in the comments below, I'll put the recipe down in the description below with a link to my website, gregs-kitchen.com, where you can print the recipe out for you. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That helps us out a lot. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you all joining me in my kitchen. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.